People always say the first thing American will come into the restaurant and say, ah, it's a Jamaican restaurant. But Trinidad is a little different. It's a West Indian feeling, whereas Jamaica is predominantly, African island. Trinidadians mixed up with the different cultures, so we have more of an Indian background and the cooking and the feeling and the music. So what we did is we incorporated the Trinidadian cuisine with a touch of soul. A roti it's like a tortilla. That's a main Trinidadian dish. It's definitely the Indian side of us. You can add any type of meats with that, and it creates a roti wrap. We have curry crab and dumpling, and that's more of a, Tobago is an island, it's Trinidad and Tobago, so curry crab and dumpling is coming predominantly from Tobago. We have a fried chicken that's different. We put our seasonings from Trinidad with the traditional fried chicken. Half my family is actually born in Trinidad, and half my family is born in the U.S. And that's one thing I like about starting a restaurant, because not only do we get the American dream, but we get to meet a lot of our people from the islands and from all over.
So Karen, you've actually lived in the Caribbean, and you say that Cafe Trinidad is the real deal. Tell us why you chose it.
Well, I chose it because it transports you back to the Caribbean. When you walk in, all of a sudden you want to speak a certain way. You want to slow down. You want to savor the spices. You want to listen to the kaiso in the background. And you want to be a part of the family that runs this place. And I love it because it is so authentic. It reminds me, I literally feel like I'm back in Barbados, going to the roti hut and getting some roti and
For somebody who's never had Trinidadian food, how would you describe it? It's different from the rest of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it has so many different influences. You have the Indian influence, so you get a lot of curry, but you also have African influence. So you get peanuts and things like that. And then you also have just a sort of British sort of feel to a lot of things. So it's like you put all this together and you get this wonderful melange of food.
So for those of us that may be surprised to find out that curries in the Caribbean, the British, when it had Trinidad as a colony, brought over Indians from India as indentured laborers. Actually, my own great-great-grandmother is from Trinidad, which is kind of interesting. Well, Vula, how was your experience at Chicago's first and only Trinidadian restaurant?
It was an interesting experience. I actually was very excited when I saw the menu. I was very excited about trying various dishes on there. I was a little bit disappointed because there were a few things that were on the menu that weren't available. They were out of. So overall, I thought it was a good experience, but a little too much curry spice for me. And I was really looking forward to trying a couple of their desserts, and they weren't there.
Is that common, Karen, for them to run out of things?
Oh yeah, they run out of stuff all the time.
It's so good.
It's the Caribbean, child. It's like we do things on a different level here. You know?
Island time.
It's island time. We're out of that today.
But it was like the music too. You go in there, the atmosphere is so good. I love just the music. It kind of got you moving, and it really made the whole thing. But everything was on the menu when I got there, and it was just, I really loved it because I've been in Barbados in the past, and I was looking forward to the curried goat. You don't get that everywhere in Chicago, and to be honest with you, I've had the homemade stuff. It was as good as homemade.
Now, Vula, were you expecting to have curry, or were you just surprised by the spiciness, or was it more just the curry flavoring?
I think it was the curry flavoring. I was expecting a certain amount, but I felt that it was overpowering. I absolutely love the macaroni pie.
Oh, the macaroni
it
pie
was
is good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
The rice and beans. As I said, I was very much looking forward to their caramel pecan pie, and
they have curry in that too, you know.
There's curry.
Really?
I'm not kidding. There is what they call shadow benny is the spice. That's in everything. They even bake with it.
Well, Vula, what did you eat?
I had the jerk chicken roti. I thought it was good. It had a lot of flavor to it. I was very surprised, though. I thought it was going to be boneless. And there was a lot of...
That's why they have another thing. It says boneless chicken.
Yeah, bone in, it should have said, too. So I knew the difference. But it was a little surprising to me. I was really expecting it because of the presentation. I'd never had roti before. So I was kind of expecting, when I saw it, burrito-like, almost to be able to pick it up.
I had the jerk chicken to start, and I thought that was excellent. I think all of their meats were good, and then I had a couple of friends there, and we had the curry goat, which I thought was really good. The fish, little dry. We had the salmon and the perch.
I like the Trini Perch with extra shadow Benny sauce on it. So,
So you got to know these things.
Yeah.
yeah.
We got to go. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta figure this
Yeah,
out.
for me, I don't really like the and because I have the same issue you have with the bones and in the chicken. So I actually prefer the beef roti.
Now
So
that's where they wrap it.
It's like a
correct?
beef
Yes.
stew. It is like beef stew with instead of the sauce being, you know, like brownish. It's the curry. It's wrapped and ready to go. It is a perfect sandwich.
Now, you said that the roti really reminded you of the roti huts in Barbados. Now,
yes.
what is so authentic about this roti?
Well, I think the fact that the way, I mean, you see it made. You know, you don't feel like you've got this manufactured piece of flour. It's a family-run place, and you certainly get that sense of the family being there.
It stands out too because when you drive up to it, you say, "Wow, you know, someone's taken the time to really put together a nice restaurant."
Well, Cafe Trinidad does feature a number of traditional Trinidadian drinks, including the sorrel and the ginger beer. Karen, I really want to ask you about the mabi, which they describe as both having medicinal powers,
Yes.
lowers
Yes.
your blood pressure, yet is an aphrodisiac. As a
Absolutely.
chemistry teacher, is that
Absolutely.
possible to have both?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
See, the beauty of Mabi, you have to say Mabi. It's
Mabi.
Mabi. The beauty of Mabi is that you have to have expert brewers because if you overbrew it, it will be bitter and awful. And if you get it right, it is this side of heaven.
I was going to say, now I understand why I had such a good night when I went home. Didn't
So
even know
you
it
had
at the time.
Mabi, though,
Well,
didn't you?
she had that, so
Yeah.
I took advantage of that. Had I
wow.
known.
Well, there you go.
Island love.
Island love.
Well, Karen, Cafe Trinidad was your selection. Give us a summary.
Summary is it's Trinidadian comfort food.
All right. Vula?
I have to say it was mediocre at best. Unfortunately, a lot of the things I was looking forward to were not on the menu, so I'll just have to try it again.
Jeff?
If you want something authentic, I think the meats are right on the mark. The fish needs a little work on it, but I would definitely recommend it, especially if you want that, because you're not going to get it anywhere else in the city.
Well, you can try the roti and more at Cafe Trinidad, 557 East 75th Street, 773-846-8081. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average check per person without drinks is $12.